Government of Gujarat, Honorable Chief Minister had given clear-cut instruction to all departments that where there is a problem related to the COVID, whether the department concerned with the civil supply, department concerned with the social welfare, department concerned with the labor issues, labor department, railway, and other institutions who are working under the umbrella of government, they all were working, they all had worked like a team. So let us we'll talk about the civil supply department. Civil supply department, because at that time industry was almost closed. There was a total lockdown. So the main essential services like the supply of milk, supply of the medicines, hospitals, and everything. The essentials that was continuously and smoothly it was working with the help of all the government agencies as well as the private agencies. In fact, the laborers who were from the industry, because the industry was closed down, so the laborers, they were getting the benefits of the different schemes that is run by the civil supply of government of Gujarat as well as the government of India also. So they got the food grains along with the other essential items from the government side. Not only if we'll see from the food side, but as you are knowing that because the laborers, they were from the other states, so they had requested to the government that we would like to go to our states. So government had requested railway, and railway department has managed a number of trains to the various states like Bihar, UP, Odisha, almost all states. The trains were available, and departments, they had managed it well to send them back to their own states along with the food and all the requirements, the minimum requirements that they had on this time. Similarly, if we'll talk about the women and child department, because Anganwadi was also closed and still it is closed. So we had given the take-home ration. We call it in short the THR, that is prepared by the Amul. It's a international, the manufacturer of Amul. All we are knowing. There is no need to, give the total details about the Amul. So the THR was supplied at the door to the beneficiaries as well as the Sukhdi. Sukhdi is also the alternatives of hot cooked milk. We call it HCM. So Sukhdi was also provided to the beneficiary at the same time to our this Anganwadi beneficiaries by our Anganwadi workers and helpers. Not only this. In fact, we had the system to just do the teleconferencing also, so that we can be able to know that what is the real situations that they are now facing. And along with this WCD departments, other departments, because we were working in tandem, so other departments, they were also in a positions to help us, so that our benefits, like the pregnant mothers, like the lactating mothers, like the children who are in 0 to 6 years old, they are having lot of issues. So issues were sorted out as per the directions of Government of India and the Government of Gujarat. And especially I thank to our Honorable CM, because CM has one agenda and he has told that nobody should be hungry at any cost, whether they are poor, whether they are the needy. In fact, the students, many students who were from the other states, they were having lot of issues. So students, they were also incorporated, they were included in the list of the beneficiaries from the various departments, and government had provided them all the benefits of the schemes available there. First, I'll just mention about the Antyodaya Anna Yojana and the Anna Brahma Yojana. This is the scheme that is run by Civil Supply Department. Okay. In this and another scheme, that is the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, we call it PMGKY, in which we are giving them 5 kg of grains, in which this is 3.5 kg of wheat and 1.5 kg of rice per person, and 1 kg pulses for the family per month were given. Similarly, government has also started DBT kind of these things. In the DBT, rupees 1,000 to was transferred to 68.80 lakhs card holders and 6.3 lakhs laborers under the Mukhya Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. We call it MMGKY. And there are other programs also. There are other programs in which, like already I have told you, Anna Brahma Yojana, in which 4.26 lakhs beneficiaries they got the benefits of this scheme. Under this scheme, they have got 5 kg of food grains as well as the 1 kg of salt also, 1 kg sugar also, and 1 kg pulses also. So regarding the hunger point of the view, the civil supply department they were capable enough to provide all the requirements they have given to our beneficiary. At the same time, if the beneficiaries are laborers, if the beneficiaries are migratory laborers, they were also they have also got the equal benefits like the regular beneficiaries of this scheme. And in the rural area also, in the rural area, basically the Sasta Anaj ki Dukan, we call it the Rasan shop. In the Rasan shop, the regular beneficiaries, they got the regular benefits from under the various scheme, along with all. If the laborers, they were staying in the rural area, because most of the laborers, they were in the urban area, but many of them, they were in the rural area. They also got the benefits of the various scheme under the same provisions. Not only this, particularly government has given these directions to the Anganwadi beneficiaries also, like pregnant mothers. If the pregnant mothers are there, if they have the anemia, if they are suffering with some disease also, so government has given enough focus on those beneficiaries also. And the PSC, CSC, they have given the instructions that you must take care of all those. And from the WCD departments, we have also tried to just communicate with the beneficiaries under the scheme, under the this Umri Anganwadi. The Umri Anganwadi means what? We were using the digital platform so that we can communicate, or whatever the awareness related issues that we are doing, we have done through, or in fact we are continuing these things with the help of our online platforms. So in all aspects, as per the instructions from the GUI and GOG, we have started it, or we have done it. In fact, many of the schemes, it is still continued by the other departments as well as our departments also. So in all fronts, government has given proper care, and still we are concerned about our beneficiaries. Malnutrition, all we are knowing, it's a very complex phenomenon, because the definition itself is very, very, difficult, that we can say that many of us, we are knowing only that the malnutrition is tackled by the health department and the WCD department. Largely that we can say. But if, let us suppose, if any beneficiaries, families, they are not having enough purchasing capacity, or if they are having issues related to meeting their livelihood for the 5 or 6 members of their family, so certainly there is a problem with this family, and the impact will be on the malnutrition side, health side. But what we did it in this scenario, that there is a regular program that we all are doing, like what I have told you, that we are supplying THR, take home rations, we are supplying sukdi, as well as the civil supply is also giving them the food grains on the regular basis from their ration shops. Okay. At the same time, rural department, means the panchayat department, they have the schemes Narega. Under these schemes, the beneficiaries, they are getting the regular job under the work of under the scheme of the Narega, so that they can have money in their pocket, and they can buy whatever the requirement of this family have. But if we'll talk about the WCD side, so as we have discussed about this THR and the Sukdi, along with all, we had a program in the tribal area. This is we call it Poshan Sudha Yojana. What is Poshan Sudha? It's a spot feeding program in which we are calling the pregnant mothers, to the Anganwadi, and the full meal that was provided to our beneficiaries, so that if they are poor and if they are needy, at least they can get the one-time full meal from the Anganwadi center to our pregnant mothers. At the second thing that we did it, like many of us, that we are very much habitual that we are giving the bottled, or we are giving the packaged food to our kids, so they are having the more interest in junk food kind of these things. But as per government guidelines, we never promote that kind of this theory for our kids, as well as our pregnant and the lactating mothers also. We are focusing, or we are very much stick with our guidelines of the GOI, or the government of Gujarat, in which we are focusing on mainly on the food, basic foods. We are focusing on the breastfeeding. We are focusing on the regular diet that they will have to take. We are focusing mainly on the health departments, that they had given the instructions to the mothers, as well as the lactating mothers also. So accordingly, not only we are advocating these kind of the concepts, as well as we are providing them enough food through to them as per our instructions. The civil supply department, they are providing the ration to their family members as per the number of the family that they have. So accordingly, as per our government norms, we have given enough food grains, enough the THR and the Supri, so that they can meet their requirements of their hunger. And other departments also, as I have mentioned about this labor department, as the social welfare departments, we are already working in tandem with the other departments also. Like let us suppose, if they are people, we can take one example in terms of this social welfare department. The social welfare department, they have n number of schemes in which they are taking care of their old age persons. They are taking care of their persons who are having unemployment situations. So other departments also, they are taking care, so that if you see the overall impact on the malnourishment. So malnourishment is malnourishment is tackled by other departments also, but the mainly health and the WCD departments, they are the nodal agencies for working on the malnourishment. Still, we have to work very hard to tackle those kind of these problems, because as we have mentioned you, that in the tribal area there are some other problems related to the tradition, related to their culture, related to their food habits, related to their limitations also. And the same time, if we talk about the central Gujarat, in the central Gujarat also, they have the problems related to their food habits also, related to, though they are having a very good purchasing capacity, apart from that, because of the certain the habit that they are falling in the malnourishment category. So we are working on it, and we are trying to just resolve this issue with the help of the various department, as well as the private institutions. They are also working with us, like the Nirala. They have started to work in the Devbhoomi Dwarka, and the other agencies also, they are working in other districts to resolve the issues of malnutrition in our beneficiaries. Yeah, Nara is working very, very nicely in Devbhoomi Dwarka. Why it is different from the others? That we can say that they have started something new, and the innovation. If we'll talk about the point on innovations, that they have started the Posan Vatika. They are using technology also. They are using the CMTC centers also. They have the Posan Rath also. So one by one, that I'm explaining it all. So in the Posan Batika, if the beneficiaries, if they have a certain piece of land in their nearby the home, so the Nyara foundations, they are promoting them. They are motivating them to do something like this kitchen garden kind of these things, like green leafy vegetables, or and they are providing seeds to them, or they are providing training to them that how they people will do that kind of this kitchen garden. So at least the green leafy vegetables and other vegetables that they can get it from their kitchen garden, first thing. The second thing that they have started to work on the digital health card. Let us suppose if I am the beneficiary, then there would be a digital health card. In this digital health card, everything that will be on this card, my blood group, my weight, my situations like if I'm anemic, if I'm underweight, if I am stunted, if I am wasted. So every details they are mentioning on the digital card. And according to the tracking system that they are using, every households that they are visiting, and they are monitoring the digital health card as per the regular time and duration. They have started the Posan Rath also. In this Posan Rath, they are trying to just focus on the different issues related to the beneficiaries, that what kind of the training program, what kind of related to their kitchen garden, related to their malnourishment, related to the vangi means recipe, that they have given a recipe book also, in which more than 30 types of the dishes that they have mentioned in it, that how you will prepare the various dishes from THR and the other food grains that is available in their home. So the awareness level, because our beneficiaries, we can say that awareness is still required, so that whatever the availability, local availability of the food grains or the other items in their kitchens are there, how they can prepare it tasty food for their children, for their family members, pregnant mothers or lactating mothers or adolescents family members. So NARA is working on those aspects, and they are using the available resources of the government also, like the CMTC Center. This is the Child Malnutrition Treatment Center, in which with the help of this CMTC, those children who are having the problem, if they are underweight, or SAM or MAM children, that people, the NARA agency, they are referring this beneficiaries up to the CMTC center. They are staying there, and CMTC center, they are providing all sorts of this care related to their problems. And after getting the normal status of their health, then they'll come back to their home. So in this way, that we can say that NARA is working with integrated approach, and I hope that the innovative or the new ideas that they have floated in their area, certainly that will sustain, and the problems of this malnutrition definitely reduce. And if there would be anything that is related to the beneficiaries, and if the requirement is there from the NIARA agencies, from the government, that government is assisting, government is always, we are always having a meeting with the NIARA Foundation, that what kind of the progress that they are making, what kind of the help that they have from our sides. And they are working with our department, like the Anganwadi workers and helpers, they are working with them. And Anganwadi workers and helpers, they are also getting talim, or the training kind of this thing, that how they are managing, or how they are introducing the new technology or tracking system of the beneficiaries. I think in near future, NARA will definitely make a remarkable change in the field of malnutrition. With the help of civil supply department, because we are getting food grains from the civil supply departments, we are getting salt also from the food from the civil supply department. In the civil supply department, now government has started to fortify our food grains, means the rice, salt. So as per the guidelines of this Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, this is FSSI, we are very much intended to fortify our food grains as well as the other food items, so that the beneficiaries who are using these food items, they can get all sorts of this nutritional value along with along with their food. So fortified flavored milk under the Doodh Sanjeevani Yojana that we are giving, This is under this Doodh Sanjeevani Yojana. We are giving them 100 ml for 5 days in a week to the children, and 200 ml twice in a week to our pregnant and lactating mothers at Anganwadi. Though because of Corona, it was stopped, but right now we are trying to start it with some new initiative, some new twist and turn that we are giving in this scheme, so that during in this period also we can be able to reach up to the beneficiary. Double fortified salts, we call it DFS, to tackle the anemic kind of these issues among our community. Department has initiated this to distribute this fortified with the iodine and iron, so that the anemia that is prevalent in many pregnant mothers and the lactating mothers, that can will be sorted out, as well as in the adolescent girls also. So we are giving them 1 kg per beneficiaries through the Anganwadi. Our Anganwadi workers and helpers, they are distributing up to their home. Our take-home rations, which are manufactured, all we are knowing that by the Amul, it is also a very quality standard norms that they are following, and it is very helpful to our lactating and pregnant mothers and adolescents also. So I hope that all these fortifications will definitely help us to come out from the malnourishment issues, as well as the problems our beneficiaries are having, like anemia and the other micronutrients issues. That will be very helpful. The Tusti program, as we have already mentioned, that they are working on many new ideas. The first thing that I have already mentioned, that they are working on the Posan Vatika. Posan Vatika, it is very, very clear that if I have a small piece of land near my home, so we can be able to grow our green vegetables. Okay, first thing, this is also a very new concept that they are giving training to our beneficiaries. The second thing, as already I have mentioned you, that the technology is now in all walks of life. It is having a very important role. So through the technology, like they are using the digital health card. So this digital health card, it is very, very useful in tracking the status of the health of our beneficiaries. Similarly, that they are using the Posan Rath. Posan Rath is still, I mean, method through which that they are providing the facility at the door. So at the door means what? If the beneficiaries, they are not coming up to the Anganwadis, but Nirala is now, Tusti project is now approaching those beneficiaries at the door. Means at the home of these beneficiaries, that everything they are trying to provide. Means if the concept will be very, very useful, if the sustainability factors are there in this concept, certainly that can be replicated in future, and that can be, you know, the part of broader programs that we can see in future. So it all depends that how this foundation is working, and how this foundation is now coming with the results of a flying colors. And I hope we are very hopeful that efforts will definitely turn up into very positive results, and many of the parameters that we can definitely copy it, we can use it, and we'll try to implement in the other districts also. The first thing that we can say, that's the SATCOM. In every village, there are primary schools. And in the primary schools, there is a SATCOM facility, first thing. The second, now we can say about the WhatsApp group. Every Anganwadi workers, they have been provided from the government Android mobile. So Android mobile is with all our Anganwadi workers. So they are well, I mean, network with the WhatsApp kind of this technology. Thirdly, the G-SWAN facility is available in every village in Gujarat. And this is the E-Gram. E-Gram means there is a G1 facility at every Gram Panchayat, through which this Gram Panchayat's facilities are available. Not only this, Gram Digital Seva Setu, Digital Gram Digital Seva Setu is available from the government of Gujarat to all Gram Panchayats, from where they are getting more than, I think, the 30, if I am not wrong, more than 30 services at the Gram Panchayat level. If I have the requirement of my birth certificate, if I have my requirement of getting the copy of FIR, if I have the requirement to know about the this land records of Satbara, that we can say, they can get it from the Gram Panchayat of E-Gram Seva. And not only this, if any widow, if our, because there are so many schemes that we are running under our WCD department, if we can say that any our widow, if they are trying to get the benefits of widow pension, so they can apply from the E-Gram Seva. So it's a very simple thing that they will apply through this Gram Panchayat, and accordingly they will have to follow all these directions. And there is a Wali Dikri scheme also. They can do from, they can process through the Anganwadi, or they can process through the Gram Panchayat. Now we have started a new scheme. This is called the widow remarriage scheme. In the widow remarriage schemes is very recently launched by our honorable CM in Gujarat, that any widow who is going to marry with someone, then government will provide them 50,000 rupees to the beneficiaries. Means there is enough technological facilities available at the Gram Panchayat level. As we have mentioned you that the SETCOM is a very easy way of communicating from the state government to up to the beneficiaries. We are using it very frequently from the BIJAC, and as well as we are using the audio visual kind of this technology by just giving the video clip. We are sending the video clip up to the Anganwadi centers, so that they can show it either by the mobile, or if they have other things that they can show to the beneficiary. Because right now in India, most of them that they have the mobile facility. So if the family member of 5, if they have one mobile, Android mobile or whatever, so they can see this this movie clip or this video clip that is related. We are having a lot of good movie prepared by the UNICEF, prepared by the WHO, prepared by the health department, prepared by the WCD. Right now we have a this World Breastfeeding Week. So we are supplying a lot of movie to up to our Anganwadi workers, so that they can show to the beneficiaries and they can get it aware. In fact, in the webinars, we are study that we had a webinar with the IIPH, and in which a lot of good and reputed agencies that they were the participants. In fact, many doctors, health departments, MSU Baroda, and other they were the partners of this participants of this beneficiaries. So through various channels, through various means of technology, that we are reaching up to our Anganwadi, we are reaching up to our beneficiaries, and we are communicating them, we are making them aware about the schemes, we are making aware about the benefits that government is giving to them, we are making them aware about the importance of breastfeeding, importance of this taking IFA capsules and everything. So there is a continuous program that we all are doing through the digital, by the using of digital platforms. Obviously, if there is a climate change, so certainly a lot of departments, in fact, the world is very much anxious and about this impact of climate change, adverse impact of climate change. So we are also one of, we can say that the department in which more than 34 lakhs beneficiaries are attached with us. So if there is a pregnant mothers, obviously there is there would be the impact on the pregnant mothers. There will be the impact on our small kids also. So we are focusing much on our diet. We are much focusing on our health. We are much focusing on our basic need of the body, isn't it? And by the help of the training, by the help of this awareness program, we are very much concerned with this, that the packaged food or the junk food or the where there is a requirement of having the balanced diet, we are making them aware about all this. If there is a corona right now, this is a pandemic situations right now, so by using of our digital platform, we are trying to make them aware about the activities that they are supposed to do, the physical activities, as well as they will have to take the natural foods, means the vegetables they are using much, they can use much vegetables and the fruits in their daily food habits, so that their immunity and the building of their family base would be much better in that situation also. We can't stop climate change, but definitely we can try to resist the adverse changes on our body, in our family members, in our mind. So at the with the help of the government guidelines, we are making them aware, we are trying to help them, and with the help of our different schemes, government schemes, we are making them empowered, so that particularly, and we are focused on the female side, because in every changes, our female, our girls, our they are the main sufferer. So we are trying to just avoid that kind of this adverse impact of these changes that is going on, so that the less impact or the less adverse impact on their physical health or mental health will be possible. We are trying our best to do that. If we talk about the long term first, so in the long term, we are working on just capacity building. Why the capacity building? Because in our 53,029 Anganwadis are working here in Gujarat. So if 53,029 Anganwadis are there, means every Anganwadi there are two staff, Anganwadi worker and Anganwadi helpers. So we can see the number of staffs that they are working under this umbrella. First thing, there are so many staffs also apart from Anganwadi workers and helpers, like Mukhya Sevika, the supervisors, CDPOs, program officers. Not only the ICDS, but the women wing are also working under WCD departments, in which we are taking care of the issues related to the female, like widows, like issues related to our destitutes, related to the persons who are having the problems of HIV or the others related issues. So we first we will take care of our capacity building. That quality capacity building must be there with our staffs, so that they can communicate about the policies of the government up to the beneficiaries. The first thing. The second thing, whatever the bottlenecks are there, because everywhere there are some bottlenecks, and with the advent of time, we are trying to make it clean. So we are using the technology. The example is that if we can say the DBT. So in the DBT schemes, with the help of our banks, we are transferring our money of honorarium to the Anganwadi and helpers just with a click on our mouse. Earlier, it was the we are sending the fund to the district, district will send it to the taluka, taluka will send it to the Anganwadi. So it was taking a lot of time. Right now, with one click, we can transfer our money, government money, as an honorarium to our Anganwadi workers and helpers. In the second thing, again, the second example that we can say, we earlier there were only few lakhs of widow pensioners. Right now, it is 9 lakhs widow pensioners. Government is now giving pensions to them. So with one click, right now the money is directly going to the account of widows. without much hurdles in between from a state to the beneficiary's account. So this is also the technology that we are working on it. In fact, many like we can talk about this government of India. The government of India under the PFMS schemes, that they are also trying to rope in with the various banks, so that the central schemes under which that we are getting the resources or the fund from the government of India, it will directly go to up to the place where this is the requirement of this fund, and government of India, they can see that where the money is lying without any expenditure. So this is also one kind of the technology through which that anything that can be done, or any bottlenecks can be sorted out. Right now, government of Gujarat finance department is now working on the online or digital budgetary system. So in which we are trying to just know that if, let us suppose, if the taluka level HOD, if they have the requirement of this particular budget for running of their schemes or whatever the requirements that they have at their level, directly they can make the budget, they can send it to the district, they can send it to the state, but not physical. They can send it through the online portal, so the time consuming and everything that can be minimized. The third thing that we can say, if we can have our this technology, at the second time many private partners are also become the important partners who are working on different issues. As we have already told you that Nirala Foundation is working on the malnutrition in Devbhoomi Dwarka. Others agencies are also working under the CSR schemes in other districts also. Means the government is also focusing on those issues where the private agencies, they can work better for our beneficiaries. So this is also one agenda on which government is now working. The third thing is that we have roped in the international agencies also, like Amul. Amul is working on preparing our THR. So the THR is a very important aspect. Malnutrition is our very important the point of anxiety on which that government is trying to sort it out with the innovative idea. With anything, money is not a concern here. Money is not a constant here. But the problems, how we can tackle this problem, how we can solve this problem, now government is working on it, irrespective of the agencies, irrespective of the other issues. Government is spending a lot of money on the issues related to the malnutrition and the other issues of our beneficiaries. So these are the issues on which different departments that they are working in coordination to solve the problems that is there with our beneficiaries. If we can say that our beneficiaries, they are poor, means this is the job of various department, that how we can increase the purchasing capacity of the beneficiaries, so that they can get at least some money in their pocket, so that they can meet their issues related to their livelihood. At the same time, if our pregnant mothers, if they are having the problems related to their anemia, related to the underweight, or related to other issues like domestic violence also, so WCD department is not only taking care of the nutrition, but at the same time we are taking care of their social safety also. The problems that they are facing, we are taking the help of police also, because there is a police volunteer that is of the WCD department. They are in the police stations. If the any female victims that they are coming to approach to the police stations, our volunteers, means lady volunteer, they are counseling to our victims that was the exact problem that they have. If they are unable to communicate to the police, so those volunteers, they will try to communicate on behalf of these victims, so that the proper FIR, the proper counseling, or proper problem solving steps that can be taken. If we have the one-stop center, one-stop center means if any lady, if any female, if they have any problems related to their home, like if domestic violence or if anybody who is creating problems against her, then they can approach to the one stop center. They can in the stop in one stop center there is a facility of staying there also. There is a facility of food and everything, counseling and everything, at least to sort out the issues related to their family. The counselors, they'll try to make a coordination. They are trying to make a good the meeting with the family members, that the problems will be sorted out. If the problems are not sorted out at the level of one stop center, then there are other agencies that giving the help to the victims. There is a Nari Sanrakshan Kendra also. In the Nari Sanrakshan Kendra, basically we are working on those females, many females that they are coming from the Kolkata or Bangladesh or the other states, and they are just get out from the platforms, railway platforms, and they are they are now saying that there is nowhere to take care of them. Many of them that they are MR, many of them that they are not having the family members. So we are giving them proper shelter, proper food, and proper medical care at the Nari Sanrakshan Kendra, so that our government, since government is now working on the welfare concept, so this is also one type of our working style of this long term, that when the society is now growing, so that kind of the problems may come, and if the problems may come, then how we can tackle this? We have that kind of this facility in our society, and government is providing budgets, special provisions for them, so that they can be taken care properly at their centers. Not only this, we are trying to train our widows also, so that with the help of this skill development program, they can earn their livelihood. Not only they are dependent on our pension amount, because pension amount is small, but if they can have that kind of this skill development, certainly they can earn little more, and they can do something more if they want, if they can have that kind of skill. And government is giving a lot of monetary help also, with the help of the banks. There is a Mahila Utkarsh Yojana, in which the females, they are getting a loan, a soft loan without interest from the bank, and they can do whatever they want to do. In we have the EDI is a very reputed national level institutions. So we have roped in the EDI to train our Mahila entrepreneur, means a female entrepreneur, so that, let us suppose, many ladies after marriage, because of limitations and because of some compulsions, they had not started their the initiative that is in our mind. Now we are nurturing them. If they have that kind of this desire, if they have that kind of this skill, so we are sharpening them, we are giving them proper training. And if they are eager to do something at their family member, or if they are interested to do something, so we are promoting them through various training program, skill development program, and we are providing them the bank's financial help with the soft loan, or the zero interest, or the lesser interest amount from the bank side. So these are the long-term planning that we have. Thus, in the short-term planning, that what the government is doing or the department is doing, let us suppose if a pregnant mother's, the first ANC is registered at the PSC or the Anganwadi. So we start with all sorts of this immunization program. We are now checking it in every Mamta Divas, because every Wednesday that we have Mamta Divas in Anganwadi. So doctors, nurses, and other medical paramedical staffs, they came to the Anganwadi, and the pregnant mothers of those local area, that they are coming there, and as per the doctor's advice, we are giving them proper food, we are giving them proper medicines, we are taking care of their health. At the same time, we have the training program for their family members also, so that they can take care of their family. At the same time, we are taking care of the adolescent girls also, because adolescent girls in near future, that they'll become mother. When they will enter into the social rituals, they'll come mother. And if they'll come mother, then what kind of the precautions, what kind of the plannings before becoming a mother, that everything that we are trying to do it, because these are all the part of the small initiatives that will definitely not give us result in a day or two, but it will give positive results in coming future. And I hope with this small initiative of our departments and the other departments, we will be able to just come out of these issues related to the malnutrition, related to the other issues of our female. Because without having a proper all-round development of our female in our society, definitely we can't go with a balanced approach. We can't sustain with this the concept that we have right now. Government of Gujarat is firm that we'll have to have the women empowerment through various channels, either through the schemes, either through the skill development, either through the lot of in the recruitment policies. Also, government is giving reservations to our female so that the women empowerment can be possible in other ways also. So these are the initiative our government is now doing, and as a WCD, we are also trying very hard to help our beneficiaries, because we are dealing with our female, we are dealing with our kids. So this is our prime duty to take care of them, and through various small initiative. There is a there is a branch here. This is called the GWDC, Gujarat Women Economic Development Corporations, through which that we are giving a lot of trainings through EDI and the other reputed institutions to our women, so that they can earn their livelihood. And this is also the part of the women empowerment. And there is GRC, Gender Resources Center, in under the WCD department. GRC is doing the research. GRC is working on the female issues. GRC is doing the research on the existing schemes, that what are the plus and what are the minuses of these schemes. And they are suggesting us that we should correct it, or we should amend it, or we should try to do as per the time required. And government is taking decisions accordingly. And our ministers, there are one MOS, Madam Vibhabri Dave. She is a lady, and she is taking care of this department. And there is a cabinet minister, Basava Sahab. He is also taking care. He is giving too much time to us. And honorable minister, he himself is a great admirer of this women empowerment, and he is giving lot of attentions with the budgetary allocations, sizable budgetary allocations that we can say, because this government has given this 3,500 crores of rupees as a more than 3,500 crore rupees of budget to the WCT department, so that we can run, we can do whatever possible things for our women and other beneficiaries like the children and others. So these are the initiatives that all we are doing with the help of government and other agencies.